Welcome back. Welcome back. Guys, the color of my hoodie is not an indicator. You guys are gonna drive yourselves crazy. Now, if I turn on the stream and you see me in a McDonald's uniform, then we got some worrying to do. Yeah, I had a green hoodie on the other day. A hoodie that said I'm a meme, not an influencer. It was green. Give me 1 second, we'll go check all the shit. Let's see what stablecoin. let me get through this real quick and then we'll go back to Discord. Yesterday we talked about coming down and clear all those liquidations. I was talking to you about the psychological range all day. We drew the fib. We saw the golden pocket down in the middle of the psychological ranges. Right? So there's nothing about this move that we didn't expect yesterday at all. We even got our target too, just to add a little bit of sugar to the coffee. But we also went through all the alts, right? We flipped through alts yesterday and we were looking at the psychological ranges on the alts. I said most of these alts are trying to make their move back down to their psychological ranges. Right? We were way up here when we were talking about it. Psychological low. I'm not going to go through everything because they're all doing the same thing, but I'll switch through so you can see what I mean. If your psychological ranges were above you, then price moved above to the psychological range. Happened on ADA, happened on AIOZ. If your psychological range was below you, you move to that psychological range below. Right? ALU. Most of these were underneath their psychological ranges and they've taken them. See what I mean? Still not all the way up yet. Right? Doesn't matter what alt you look at. They all made the same move. Some are further along the move. Some have already hit their lows. Yeah, it's inverted right now. Same thing either way. Lows. Lows. Not there yet. We're talking about his weekly mean reversion. On Saturday at 5 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the morning, we set our psychological ranges. Right? So it's like, how could every coin be doing the same thing? Well, it doesn't matter where it was, right? It doesn't matter if it was higher than another coin, lower than another coin. Wherever that Saturday range was, at some point during the week, unless you have FOMO that takes you up and out and keeps you there, you return to those ranges. Some have gone above and beyond. Now, those that are underneath, like I was saying earlier, their target is to go up into the psychological ranges. If you're below it, you move up towards it. If you're above it, you move down to it. So some of these alts that are underneath their psychological ranges, if price turns around today, might be really good short-term buys just to get back up to the ranges, right? I'm not talking about long holds. I'm talking about anything that's underneath its psychological range right now. Litecoin is catching bottoms. And it doesn't matter what altcoin I skip to, they're literally all doing the same thing, just slightly off of each other. Somebody asked for Toshi, right? Same deal. Inside its range, hasn't touched bottom yet. Turbo's just breaking out the bottom of its. Popcat is pulling away in the opposite direction. If this doesn't hold, it'll still come down. You need to hold and push away here. Uni's still not down where I want it. With a push like this, like I said, right? If you break out of the psychological range, unless you push up and away, you come back and visit. Chances of this coming back to visit are kind of low because of how far we've pushed, right? But I'm not looking to get back in until 7:45. That's been my target since yesterday. Either it comes down to 7:45 or it just doesn't. Nah, it matters, crazy. You at least want to make your way back into the range. You don't always have to hit the bottom of it, though. Yeah, Zek is underneath its psychological ranges here, which means as it catches today, if it finds a bottom, you'd be targeting back up to the psychological ranges. But yeah, for the most part, just put on your indicators, put on your trader's reality, have your psychological ranges up. Go look at your favorite coin and see how it matches up to everything else. Did it do the job already? Did it go past the job? Is it still on its way down? Let's check the stables real quick. I just want to go through all this before I put Discord on because I won't be able to get through the whole thing. Stables still coming out into the bank. I mean, stables still coming from the banks into stables. We saw that move yesterday, right? So we were waiting for this turnaround. We were waiting for this liquidity to get back into the banks. We're starting to see that now. That's nice. And let me check Ethereum. Almost at its psychological ranges. It did close its CME gap though. When Ethereum left its CME gap behind, the chances were if Bitcoin showed weakness that it would come back and clear CME. So psychological low is sitting right where your W invalidation. So psychological low is sitting right where your W invalidation is. Right. So ETH can come down all the way to here, structure that we're putting in. Whether it comes lower or not, even if it comes all the way down to here, that's the higher low. But for right now, this is the dominant pattern. 15. We'll jump back in Discord real quick. Anybody have a question about today's move on Bitcoin? I know I repeated that shit a million times. Nothing happened to them. We just swiped that liquidity. We rejected off of that support resistance. I said we probably for that support resistance. I said we probably would not pass that on the first go. Right, it's a pretty serious SR flip, and we had tons of liquidity. All right, I think I sniped it, y'all. Should be good. Let me get Discord back in here. They're trying to stop the sauce, man. All right, but yeah, quick answer. Liquidations got flushed. It's definitely not Streamlabs. YouTube is tripping. All right, there we go. All right, let's get Discord back in. Discord, we're back. I had to reset stream like 3 times and run through my little spiel for YouTube.
Yeah, we missed it.
Nah, it's something I'll repeat 30 times. I just wanted to be able to get it out one complete time clean so that anybody that comes in later can just rewind to the beginning of the stream and catch up. But all I was saying was what we were talking about yesterday, right? We were looking for that flush down to psychological ranges. We also warned not to get too bearish on the way down, that all of the bear markets here, guys, would come out of the wood. That encoder keeps messing up. I'm gonna have to reset everything, see if it holds.
Pay your internet bill, please.
What happened?
Pay your internet bill, please.
Shit, yeah, right. It was only that easy. I'd be happy if I just got what I paid for. With these companies, you gotta pay for 1 gig speed just to get half of that. The bit rate is fine. It's not jumping around or anything, but for some reason, and then now it's back. So weird, bro. It's just YouTube glitching out. Yeah, but it says stream health is poor. Let me fix this, y'all. We'll be back. Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna hard reset everything.